Hello everybody, welcome to Empty Reactions, the lost leader of this YouTube channel where I do reactions to literally anything in order to get views to this damn channel. My name is Eladio Blanco, and for this specific Empty Reaction, I'm going to be reacting to this new, all of a sudden, crazy collaboration that just dropped that I don't see a lot of hype for, but this is fucking crazy that it's happening. It's a new Madlib and MadGic collab, MadGic, which is, if you read it, it says MadGic. And it feels kind of like wrong. It doesn't even make sense when you read it, but when you say it out loud, MadGic is pretty fire. That's a pretty fire name for a collab. So they've dropped this fucking, all of a sudden, just new, brand spanking new single called Mars Only Part 3, which, gets you thinking. It was like, Part 3? Where the fuck is Part 1 and 2? It's just a funny title, right? But regardless, MadGic is definitely not retired. I think we all knew that when like a week after he retired, he said, I might drop this tape if you guys get me enough likes or some shit. I don't remember what he said. But, and not to shit on MadGic, but it's just like, no rapper ever retires, right? Like, they just want to break. That's all. When they say they're retiring, they just want to break. I don't know why they don't just say I'm going on hiatus, the same way that Megan Thee Stallion did. You know what I mean? Don't say I'm retired, but whatever. I'm not mad the new Logic is dropping, especially if it's produced by Madlib. So I'm excited to hear this. Apparently, Logic spits some real shit on this, and it would make sense because you're under, Madlib's production. You can't fucking waste a Madlib beat, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm excited to hear this. I'm excited to hear a hungry Logic coming back. Hopefully this MadGic album comes out soon. I'm sure it will. He said, I think he, in the song, says that he recorded a whole album in lockdown. I would hope it's like a whole MadGic album. I mean, they've created the duo of like Madlib and Logic. It's kind of a crazy collab to even begin with, right? If you start to think about it, it's like, because Madlib is very, picky with who he makes projects with. I mean, this guy did a whole album with MF Doom, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Rest in peace. So it's like, yeah, I'm excited. That's enough talking from me. I'm just excited to hear Logic. I'm obviously going to stop it here and there to hear the fucking bars. But, yeah, I'm excited to hear Logic on a Madlib track and see how he performs. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into this reaction. MadGic, Mars Only Part 3. Let's go. It was a crazy production already. Time to get rid of the trash, don't do it for the cash. I'm writing beats while I'm whipping the BM. Shit that make you throw up your hands like 12 p.m. Killers on the come up, yeah, I see him. I'm the old head now. Uncle at the barbecue, like, go ahead now. We ain't stuck in the past, we living in the moment, trying to make it last like a photograph. All the way from Maryland to Mount. Bro, Logic finding a pocket on this beat is wild because this beat is hard to catch. I'm listening to this and I'm like, what the fuck is this beat? What's the bounce of this? Like, and the fact that he's just kind of flowing effortlessly on this is fire. I haven't really caught any crazy bars, but I was just thinking about the first, 27 seconds of this track came on. I'm like, I wonder if a lot of this, the reason for this collaboration or this track even existing was because of what Joe Budden said, where he was just like, Logic is the worst rapper of all time. I still go back to that clip because it's so funny. It's obviously not true, but that was just fucking funny that he said that. So I imagine like Logic's in the booth, spitting these bars that he's just like, yeah, this is for you, Joe Budden. I can fucking rap, and I got Madlib on my shit. That's probably what he was thinking. This rap shit will humble you, then balance you, challenge you. Hey, check it. Hey, I used to think it was bad biddies and big chains, looking up to Yeezy, realizing that was his thing. But then again, I was never one for the big bang. $1 bill, presidential on my wrist, man. Yoga fist lane, fuck what everybody doing right here. I'm with this thing. You got cars, homie. You got bars, homie. This is out of this world. This is Mars only. Yo, hey, yo, not too. Okay, got it. Mars only. Out of this world, Mars only. Okay, so this is basically the fact that it's part 3 is funny. I wonder if in their like album, the MadGic album, if it does even come out, there's gonna be like parts 1 and 2. That would be fun. But I get it. I get the title. This is Mars Only, Out of This World. Pretty cool way to flip that and make it make sense. You know what I mean? Because you see the track and I'm like, okay. I thought it was like Madlib bars, so that makes Mars Only. But obviously that's wrong. He can do what I do, I'm the rap bastard. My style been perfected and mastered. Get mad and get past it with Doc D getting blasted. Lyrically, I'm Skywalker if he ever went to the dark side. I got gas like Far Cry, R.I.P. It's the M-A-D to the G-I-C. Logic and Madlib is magic, your catalog tragic. Fuck a underground, fuck a pop sound. Made this whole album in a lockdown. Hip-hop is our town, hairline like Doc Brown. But I'm killing it, mad villainous. Fuck a review. Alright, real quick. Obviously, he pretty much has confirmed that
Because when he's talking made this whole album, he said this. He said made this whole album in lockdown. So I think he's talking about he probably is gonna release this album at a certain point, maybe in a couple of months from now. Who knows? But that's pretty cool that he recorded a whole album, hopefully with Madlib. That would be fire, right? Like a MadGic album. That would be pretty. That would get people to recognize that he's a great rapper, and I think people did recognize that with his last album. But a lot of the impact that album had was because under the pretext that he was retiring, and I always find that weird, like for it to be sold that way. And you know what I mean? Like it was basically his victory lap, where he's like, "I'm retiring," you know, and everybody was giving him flowers. But I'm like, I know he's not really retiring, so a lot of this feels like wrong in a way because it's like we're all celebrating like he's really done. But he's not. And so now, if he does come back with the MadGic album, I think a lot of the punch that the last album had is going to go away. The music is still going to be there, but I feel like that album is going to get worse and worse over time because, you know, the whole thing that was driving it, which was his retirement, is going to be taken away. You know what I mean? But so far, Logic is spitting, and I think it seems like he's just going to be spitting straight for like 2 more minutes. So let me strap in real quick.
Make up for the people who feeling this 15 years. Yeah, we still in this, yo. Hey, yo, broke in the pop game and they say I sold out. Okay, no doubt. Roll for the window where any business is sold out. Sign for making it independently. I'm the outline. You could never outrhyme, outshine. About time that I got the recognition. They love you when you ain't got no pot to piss and shut the fuck up and listen. Yeah, I was here and then they ditch him. I retired and they miss him. I come back and then they bitching like
Logic just kind of called me out right there. It was like, they miss me when I retire, but then I come back and they start bitching. My bad, Logic. Listen, I'm just telling you how it is. Don't be mad at me, bro. I'm sorry. You pretty much predicted exactly what I was doing. With like, people are going to be bitching when he comes back. But it's just with the territory. And I mean, he even said it earlier in the game. It was like, this rap game will fuck you up, you know, and like really put you through it. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is with rap fans and just hip hop fans in general. So he kind of called me out there, but I mean, what can you do? You know what I mean?
Yes, this is so. You know what it is? I've never rapped like this before, and it's actually hard. It is actually a challenge, bro. And that's what fucking music is about, and that's what hip hop is about.
Yeah.
That's how I say this, nigga. Put it in the hook. Here we go. Yo, hey yo, this is lyrics when you hear about down to revere it. Ain't no need to fear it. That your shit is whack. Got nothing but bars where the urban street hard as concrete. Take a scalpel to your ankles just to show you defeat. Let it register and peep the receipt. You sow what you reap. A lyrical freak far from my peak. In a word on the street, I bring the heat. I can't lie to you. I'm here to body you, to hit the motherfucking rendezvous. Check shit is God level to rebel. Nobody can rebel. I'm sick as the devil. I'm Dwayne Johnson. You fucking pebble. Presidential with the bezel. Never wonder when bezel. My dick big. My money grows. Let's toast to excess. Beat the success, bitch. I'm in.
Alright, here's the thing with Logic. He's spitting, right? Obviously, he's rapping. And like you said, rapping like he's doing in this track is hard. You know, when it's under a Madlib production, you gotta come with the bars. You know what I'm saying? So I respect him for that, and I do think he's rapping. He's a good rapper. He's a great rapper. But the thing with Logic sometimes when he's rapping is like, if you listen to other rappers like Freddie Gibbs, Absol, you know, JID, Conway recently with his album, I Felt This Way. It's like sometimes you do need quotables. You do need like certain like bars that you stop. It was like, oh, fuck. That was that bar, you know, and sometimes you gotta let the bar breathe or whatever, but it's just sometimes you need quotables, like something that's gonna stick in people's heads. And unfortunately for me, Logic doesn't really have that many quotables, you know what I mean? He did in like Soul Food, the first one in his Under Pressure album, and just that album in general. There was a lot of quotables in that album, but especially so far in this song, there's been a lot of great, you know, flows and lyrics and motherfuckers spazzing on the track, but there hasn't been any specific bar that stood out to me. But we still got a whole minute left. Let's see if he hits me with some fucking crazy out of this world or Mars only bars. Let's see.
In the middle of literally no way you could ever get rid of me. Cause I started from the bottom, the basement of fucking garbage. Now I'm on top and you talking shit, hell nah. Bitch, you mad that I'm rich, you mad that I made it. I rub it in your face and paint it in your blood just to illustrate it. Leave these pussies castrated and faces exacerbated. Spend all day talking about me, you fascinated. I'll rip your intestines out of your abdomen through your asshole and choke you with them. I'm sick and venom, I murder you like OG's in prison. You the
Alright, see, okay, he did come through with a quotable, but not one that I'm gonna want to think of. He said, I'll rip your whole fucking abdomen, pull it out of your ass. That was some like Eminem type shit. That was some like Eminem back in 2001 type shit. Alright, Logic, chill. Why are you Why are you threatening people? You're gonna rip their fucking abdomen through their ass. That's a little. That's a wild bar. I don't know. Maybe he's angry at Joe Budden. Is he speaking to Joe Budden once again with that bar? Who knows? But I guess that's kind of a quotable. But that's not. This is like a monkey's paw situation. That's not the quotable that I was thinking about. But hey, I kind of got it. So. Can't complain.
Child molesters and rapists of women. I'm a beach shark that grew legs in the bar from swimming. You know I started from the bottom. Flows, I got 'em, bars, I got 'em. Yeah, you know I fucking got 'em. Leave you stuttering and get shit out like Joe Biden. Riding in the whip with the homies on some Mad City shit. It's that gritty shit. Brooklyn 9-5, New York City shit. You can hate me now, P. Diddy shit. I started from the bottom, yeah, I really did. And everything they say is true when you get really big. 500,000 for a gig. That's why I bought a charge off for $250,000. Hip hop Twitter mad. Fuck how you feel.
Alright, okay. Alright. I did get 2 more quotables besides the fucking rip your abdomen out of your ass, whatever the fuck that was. He said one that stood out, shark with legs. That's a pretty funny visual that I'm definitely gonna be thinking about. So he's basically like I'm like a shark with legs, the way I rhyme or some shit like that. Which is a pretty cool like metaphor for like, oh, I'm gonna be like unstoppable. I fuck with that. And then Twitter hip hop Twitter mad fuck how you feel. Listen, Logic has always been like I feel like after Everybody, the album Everybody, I believe that's what it was called. After that album, I feel like Logic has been responding more and more to the criticism. Like he's been very aware of it. Like he's aware of the biracial memes. Like he's aware of all of it. And that's cool to be aware of it, right? And to like play along with it. But at a certain point, you kind of just have to stop acknowledging it. I think that's the thing with Logic. I think he's acknowledging the haters way too much. I think you just got to do your shit and just keep it moving. And if the people on the internet or whoever's talking shit about you sees that it's not getting through to you, they're just going to stop. But if you keep bringing it up, they're never going to stop. And it's just going to be annoying for you, Logic, if you're watching this. So... but in terms of a song, great. What a great like comeback from retirement song. Granted, he did that. It wasn't really Logic. It was Doc D or whatever the fuck he named it. Whatever, heard the alter ego that was supposed to be a tribute to MF Doom. He did kind of come back with that. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Did I turn Swedish all of a sudden? He did come back with that. He did come back with that album, so he was rapping on it, but technically it wasn't Logic. This is Logic, so this is of him officially coming back into the rap game, and possibly an album is coming soon with it, right? So it is what it is, but okay. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Not that many quotables. There was a couple of quotables here and there, but nothing mind-blowing to me, you know what I mean? Usually, for a rap track to really stand out to me, there's some bars that I'm going to be thinking about and I want to share with people. It's like, yo, this is fucking incredible. It's like, I want to mention Conway again because I listened to his album. I've been listening to his album a lot. The La Máquina. There's a bar in there, I think in the song Clarity. He said, I don't, this bitch, this lady broke my heart. She gave me the broken heart. She was sitting in the back of the bus watching this Rosa Parks. Get it? Rosa Parks, but Rosa Parks. That's like the type of quotable I wish Logic would hit us with more often. Because I know he's capable of doing it. It's just he doesn't do it as often. And I would hope like a song like this one, he would come with it. But also, the fast flow, usually it's hard to get some real quotables in a fast flow. You just have to kind of accept the flow is good. And it is what it is. So I'm not mad at it. I really fucking enjoyed this song. You know what I mean? Like, this is a great way for Logic to come back. I'm mad that it's not really promoting this shit. It's not even on streaming service. It's only on his YouTube. Try to look for it on Spotify. It's not there. So I hope this gets more attention, and I hope people be like, mainly Joe Budden. I can't wait to see what Joe Budden thinks about this song, because I think, I may be wrong, but I do think a lot of him rapping like this and getting Madlib on it is because of the narrative that's so kind of Joe Budden started with like Logic can't rap, because Logic was doing more fun tracks. You know what I mean? He has been doing more fun tracks and kind of deviated from like hardcore hip hop. But now he's back with the hardcore hip hop, and what better way to come back than with a song produced by Madlib? But yeah, that's my empty reaction for MadGic. Mars Only Part 3. I need to hear parts 1 and 2. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can use the community tab and interact with you guys. So I would appreciate it if you guys can get us there. Like this video if you like this video. Comment your favorite part of this reaction. And tell me if you think I'm off with the thing about Logic not having that many quotables. And if he does, actually, this is a better comment. Comment down below your favorite Logic bar to see if I can remember. It's like, okay, so he does have a lot of quotables. Because I just can't think of them off the top of my head right now. But if you do have any, let me know in the comments. And share this reaction with a friend if you think they might enjoy it. You can check out more empty reactions in this playlist right here. You can check out the Empty Opinions podcast right here with my co-host Kemia, where no topic is taboo. Whoops, that's with the slogan of the brand. But for the podcast, it's just two fire signs having fire conversations. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I'll catch you guys in any other video you may decide to watch on this YouTube channel.